Hi, Dr. Lara here. Hope you're doing really well today. My walk today was a little bit different than I usually experience. But first of all, I just want to say to you listening, thank you for being here on this planet right here, right now, at this time, and helping humanity shift into a whole different awareness and consciousness. It is not easy being on this planet right now. It's not easy feeling all of our emotions, which we're probably not used to, and just going through all of the stuff that we're going through. So I just, really thank you for being here. You guys are rock stars. So that was the first part of what I wanted to say. And then on my walk, so I'm like, okay, what's a really great message? And then there was nothing. Again, that happens a lot. But it was interesting because this time when there was nothing coming in, I was like, oh, wow, this feels like a void. And then the message started coming in. So today, it's about filling the void. So I don't know what you're going through, but I know me and a lot of my clients, a lot of people that I know are going through a lot of changes. And with changes, there's a lot of letting go, a lot of grief, a lot of things that were here that aren't here anymore. And when that happens, it creates a void. And what they want to say is that you don't need to fill the void with something. Okay. So for example, when I was younger, the relationship I had with my dad was very dysfunctional and abusive. And so I had this belief that love equated abuse. So all of my relationships, all the way up till I was probably 25, were abusive. And I remember each relationship I had was like, oh my gosh, I'm dating my dad, because the abuse was the same. The verbal abuse was the same. The physical abuse was the same. And it wasn't until I realized that I was the one that had this belief that was creating this type of relationship that I stopped dating altogether. And when I stopped dating, I started going on this path of self-awareness. And when I did that, there was a lot of forgiveness work, a lot of self-realization about how I behaved. And when I let all of that tumultuous, abusive behavior and those beliefs go, there was a void. And what I realized is that I always had felt that void from being young because I never received the love that I thought I needed from my dad. So when I had this void, and I was looking for other people to fill that void because I was looking for them to fill that void, then I realized it's like, wait a minute, I'm the one that needs to fill that void. I'm the one that needs to appreciate myself, that needs to love myself. And when I started to do that, I started to think about love differently, about relationships differently. I started to value myself more and realize that I really didn't deserve the abuse that I was getting in relationships. I deserved better. But that didn't come because I chose somebody else automatically. It came because I had this belief that I deserved something better. So that's what the message is that if you're experiencing a void in your life, to be mindful about what you're trying to fill it up with. Are you trying to fill it up with activities, with TV, with new experiences, another relationship? Because if you don't change the mindset that created whatever you were in, you're going to recreate the same thing again and again and again until you change that belief. So the belief that I needed to change was that I deserved to be loved in a whole different way. And once I started to love myself in that way, then it showed up in my relationship. So I hope that helps. Just realize that when we're going through these changes, that we're going to experience loss, we're going to experience grief, and we're going to feel kind of hollow inside. But realize that we're here because we're learning who we really are, and that really is love. So when we can tap into our soul's true essence, that love within us, then we're not going to look outside of ourselves to fulfill our needs. We will have that already. And when we have that, we'll be able to share it with someone with the same vibration that can share their love with us as well. So I hope that helps. I hope you have a beautiful beautiful day.